who have been the best speakers, coaches, mentors you know for yourself?
When I think in terms of mentors, I think in terms of Mr. Leroy Washington, who was a high school teacher of mine, who told me, Mr. Brown, develop your mind and develop your communication skills, because once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. I admired his communication skills. He's a speech and drama instructor when I was in high school. The other was Dr. Anthony Sweeting, that he and I now work together. We were raised together and as kids, and he's a great orator and has such raw talent, ability, and power. I admire him. And Mike Williams, who's been a strategist and has taught me the value of having content as well as the skill to deliver a message that will empower people. Those have been the greatest mentors for me in terms of my style and what I deliver and the experience that I create when I'm speaking to an audience.
You are one of the greatest speakers in the world.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to say that.
Yeah, I'm really sure about it.
Okay, thank you.
Who are, in your opinion, the other greatest speakers in the whole world?
Living right now, President Barack Obama. I mean, he has not only skill and knowledge, but there's a warmth and there is an ability to speak strategically that combine audiences. Whenever you're speaking to an audience, you're addressing audiences inside of each audience. People are separated in groups in an audience by age, by income, by position, by title, and by the money that they earn and their education. And so he has the ability to create a committed listening with divergent mindsets and political views and religious views. He's able to unify people with his passion, with his energy, but also he is a strategic, experiential speaker. And what I mean by that is that he's strategic. He knows how to use stories and statistics to drive a point home, and he knows how to create an experience. People forget 90% of what they hear, but we have emotional memory. And so when you are able, and I'm a speech instructor, I teach people how to become strategic, experiential storytellers. When you're able to communicate and connect with an audience, one of the things that's very important is that you never make a point without a story. You never tell a story without a point. And so using stories that stick, that people can see within the context of that story, whoa, I can do that. I can make that happen. I can do more, to inspire people, to transform their mind, to expand their skill set, and to invite them to become a part of a community of greatness, to me is what a great speaker does. And that's what President Barack Obama did when he was running for office, and he said, change we can believe in. He was inviting people to become a part of a vision, a community of thinking that the world as it is now, we don't have to accept it, that we have the power to change it. Today, I think he's one of the greatest orators on the planet. Former President Bill Clinton is a very powerful communicator. I mean, to this day, I admire hearing him speak and the sound that he has, the warmth in which he conveys. Former President Al Gore is a very effective communicator. I love the richness of his voice and how commanding that sound is, and his ability to sell a vision and to orchestrate and be the drum major for a mission to make people aware of global warming. So when we look at all of the communicators today, I think President Barack Obama, former President Al Gore, and former President Bill Clinton, I think they're at the top of the game for me.
Great. What about books? What are the greatest books you have ever read?
Aside from the Bible, let me see. I love. There's a book called Secret of the Ages by Robert Collier. It's a very powerful book, and it's one of those early books that I read, and a book called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. That those two books really helped to create a shift in my thinking and how I saw myself. Of course, I enjoy Think and Grow Rich and The Power of Positive Thinking by Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. They're very, very strong books as well.